Gonna get Modern Warfare 2?
Well, that's a good question.
You're tempted, aren't you?
I am. The thing is that I don't know. I'm not 100% sure of which I've already got it. I don't. That's what I'm trying to work out because when you go into the game, you can go into like the add-ons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the only stuff that I had downloaded was the base game for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. So I had those installed, and I was gonna install the rest of them, into which said campaign, co-op, and multiplayer, and so they were all there to install. So I don't know whether I already own them or whether when I go into the game I have to pay for that.
So you're gonna have to pay for Modern Warfare 2, but just try to fire it up, and it'll probably tell you don't have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that way you can get all the other operators, but you can play the other multiplayer stuff. It's a lot of close quarter, and that'll just sharpen up your skills, dude. It's
Sure.
And you'll become a superstar. You've already got the skills for it, which is awesome. Like the fact that you popped off yesterday just shows you've got the skills. It's just you just got to get into that zone, and the more you play like a close quarter multiplayer, the more of the zone you'll get into quicker. Like Kirby was a rock star yesterday. She plays all the time though. That's kind of her main game as well. So her and Mark are awesome. Jacko too. You've seen how fast that guy is. It was hard to watch him on screen while we were all dead.
Yeah. I mean, like even when I was dead and I was watching Mark, he was like spinning around occasionally, and it's like that's clearly useful for him. But I would.
I've got no special skills. I'm trying to learn the slide attack. Come around the corners, slide, and then attack. I'm trying to do that because when you watch a lot of the guys, or when you're playing against a lot of the guys and they're playing, a lot of them, if they're in a gunfight, they'll crouch down, and it takes a little bit extra to move your gun down. Or if they come around the corner, they'll slide down, so you do a slide. And I've done that only a couple times. I'd like to master that, but having such a fun time with good old Call of Duty. It's great to come back to that game.
I mean, for me, it's a mixture of being able to know what's going on, like audibly, because like to pick out the different sounds.
Right. Okay.
Because like generally, I just hear gunfire and I just think, okay, there's gunfire. I wouldn't know where to like orientate myself regarding it, that kind of thing.
Look at this.
James.
Look at this.
Hey, James.
How do you, chaps? How we doing?
Oh my gosh. Happy Sunday, James.
Why has Discord gone a bit weird? I can't see you guys for some reason.
Oh.
You have to enable your...
there we go.
Arr.
On camera. Hey, there we go.
Hey!
There you are.
How are you all doing, chaps?
Fantastic.
Yeah, you too.
Fantastic.
I'm using my headset mic, so how do I sound? Do I sound awful?
Excellent.
No, you sound good. It's just the volume is going higher, so it's kind of giving a little bit of distortion, but just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
Okay.
See,
Move it away a little bit.
Using terminology that, distortion.
So, yeah. If you... I only know this because of OBS and my years of struggling with audio, and you'll see some streams back in the day. I used to have this sound at the end is because I was super friggin' loud, and that was just a stupid microphone. But
okay, I'll be a bit quiet.
No.
How about that? How's that sound?
You just sound magically delicious, James.
Magically delicious.
So on OBS, there's meters when you're talking and stuff like that, and there's a red zone that it can go into, and when you hit that red zone, it kind of goes into a little distortion at the end. So that's the only reason I know that.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
You're the man, Paul. You're the man.
Jam, I certainly am.
So how's everyone doing?
Good. How was Mumsy's birthday?
It was good. She was a little unwell. We had a Chinese last night, which was nice. Can't go wrong with the Chinese.
And I hope you mean Chinese food.
Did you? Yeah, because you said the.
Oh yeah,
Chinese.
Chinese.
We had the
Chinese food.
Like,
we had a Chinese.
people?
We had something Wong. She was a nice girl.
No, cream of some young guy. We had Chinese last night as well.
Cream of some young guy.
Yep. But yeah.
Yeah, nice, very nice indeed.
It's so good. We had combo number 2, and it had chicken fried rice, sweet and sour chicken balls, and then an egg roll, and then I think that's it. I just love chicken fried rice. It's so good.
That's what I usually get, but Mumsy doesn't like that. And because it's her birthday, I let her pick what she wanted. Yeah. So I ended up with a plate of stuff I wouldn't ordinarily get.
No way. Okay. That's different.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be on for about 50 minutes, and then I've got to take next door's dog out. So.
Okay, no worries, dude. No worries.
But I thought I'd jump on, keep you company.
You're not going to kill the dog, are you?
Uh-oh.
No. They've gone out for the day. No, they've gone out for the day, and they've asked me to, let her out around 2 o'clock our time, so she can do her business and that.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
But get this, our neighbours are idiots, because they'll leave all of their windows open, and they're wide enough for anyone to climb in, even the downstairs windows, but they'll leave the back door closed so the dog can't go in and out. I'm like, why just leave the door open if you're leaving everything else open?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Are you guys in a safe neighborhood then? That's okay, or?
Yeah, we're in a pretty good area.
Good.
I'm happy with that. Peterborough is one of those places where there are really bad areas, but we've been fortunate to be in a good area.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, same with us. We live in a pretty safe neighborhood, so I don't really. Yeah, we don't. Sometimes we don't lock our doors going out. The windows are wide enough for a fat guy like me to walk through or climb through. So yeah.
And crawl through.
It's all good. That's awesome. So yeah, if we are not at our end discussion in the 50 minutes or whatever, it'd be good even after you're done taking the dog to have a dump. It'd be good to have you back just for that last little bit. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that dog. They called her Socks because when they got her, she had an obsession with socks. So sometimes I have to run around and get zoomies out of her. Other times she'll just do her business straight away. So dog being a dog. I did sync this bad boy up today though.
Yeah, there you go.
Super disappointed with the background, but the controller's awesome.
The background is stupid. I couldn't believe that.
I told you it was disappointing.
No, I thought they'd have like a ship or a planet.
Yeah.
Or something.
It was something epic. Mine disappeared. Yeah. I still don't have it. It showed up, and then live on stream, it disappeared. I'm like, what the heck? So I still don't have it.
How did you two find Warzone yesterday? You were streaming for a long
Almost
time.
7 hours of just shooting up glory, dude. It was so much fun.
I saw most of it. I wasn't there for the last hour because Mooney and I started date night.
Oh, how was the movie?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I haven't seen Dr. Dolittle in years, and since I was a kid. It's a kid's film, but it was on the list.
Of course, yeah.
And we're watching another kids' film next week because the wheel sadly landed on it. Raya the Dragon or something.
I haven't seen that.
I've not seen it. I haven't. So.
Sorry to hear that, dude.
But we have put See No Evil, Hear No Evil on the list.
Yes. I can't wait.
Because neither of us have seen that.
No, I haven't seen it in years, but I remember back in the day, it was awesome. And I don't mind saying the female that's in the movie back then. 10 out of 10 rock star back then. Even I thoroughly enjoyed when I was a kid. So, what year did that come out?
It's got Gene Wilder in it, probably late 80s, I should think. Mid 80s.
1989.
89.
It's so friggin' good. Yeah, her name is Joan Severance.
Never heard of her.
I didn't even realize Kevin Spacey's in it. What? That was before we knew he was a sadistic man.
Wow.
what has at this point isn't he been cleared of his charge?
Well, yeah, he had the 4 accusers killed.
Oh, really?
See, we did the movie podcast. We could discuss this because he had them killed. Oh, check it out. There's 4 accusers. There's no longer 4 accusers. So here we go. Hey, welcome to episode 77, I think it is.
Yes.
Of the Gamers Pass podcast, where us gamers, it is, and I didn't even send out the hey, we're live sort of thing, where we get together and we chat about video games and, well, if you just heard, not so video games, but we're chatting some video games, having a good time, and today we've got a great show for everybody and some good discussions, especially the final discussion, which I'm actually super excited about. The last few weeks I've kind of slacked on a main topic, and I'm like, this one here is actually going to be good. So joining me today right now is James. James, how are you? And what have you been playing this week?
Been next level amazing. So gaming wise, haven't had time to do a lot of stuff. I've been playing a bit of McPixel 3, which is an alright game, but it's got easy achievements in it. And before Paul says anything, they've changed the Microsoft rewards thing now, which if you don't do it, because it's well worth, getting those points for vouchers. And they always refresh it, and you get 50 points a day if you get an achievement in a Games Pass game. So McPixel's a game where I'll get one achievement a day to turn in those 50 reward points now.
Wow.
And after doing that for around about a year, I've got enough now for a game of my choice free. So I've got £40 in reward points. Dang. So whatever game I want is free. So it's worth doing,
Sure, and the points don't expire,
rewards. Right? No, they don't expire.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've been meaning to get back into Dead Space, but I haven't had time for that. But a bit of Sea of Thieves. The Monkey Island DLC was very depressing. Or should I say part 1 was very depressing.
Yeah.
Playing a bit of Gears of War.
Multiple parts to that?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're releasing it in episodes. It's just the first one wasn't really a Sea of Thieves thing at all. It was just you're on an island doing puzzles.
Fetch quests, that's it. Fetch quests.
Mm-hmm.
Seek and find.
And that's about it for me game wise.
All right. And joining me as always every week, it is Lee. Lee, what are you playing and how you doing this week? Or vice versa?
I'm doing awesome, and I've been playing a little bit Diablo. It's actually been I've done very little with Diablo this week. Gears 5, fair amount of Warzone, and that Serious Sam game.
Yes.
That was it was there.
It was worth trying though, right? Game Pass game. These are throwaway streams,
Absolutely.
But it's definitely worth playing.
Yeah, but I've been really getting into Warzone 2 at the moment.
Yes.
Which has been exciting, and yesterday's stream was awesome.
Yeah, we did play a while. Anything else, man?
Outside of those, not particularly.
Okay. No. This week, as always, I'm coming up on almost 48 hours of Vampire Survivors, and I played it for like another 3.5 hours today, because I was up early. I love that game, man. I'm still unlocking stuff. There's like 190 achievements. They're all like 5 points, 10 points, and I've got 140 of them or something like that. It's really ridiculous. I got a crap load of those. Playing that, I did the Sea of Thieves, Curse of Monkey Island. As James said, it was kind of depressing. And really, unless you are familiar with the Curse of Monkey Island, the Legend of Monkey Island, whatever, is not something that was really enjoyable. I like the fact that we weren't ganked by other people. That was good. We were kind of in our own little server. Mm-hmm. I've not played Diablo. I've been playing... Basically, my mornings go... I'll play Vampire Survivors, then I'll play Modern Warfare 2 for a bit. And then this week, I've kind of checked out and I've played extra Modern Warfare 2 and Vampire Survivors. I'm just admitting that right now. But it's been really good. I don't know what else I'm going to be playing. Other than when Starfield comes out in less than a month right now. Ooh,
yeah, that's crazy.
Super hyped for that.
Yeah, so am I. I'm very excited. I can't wait for Starfield, and it should be a good time, and I can't wait for that. That's going to be great. I synced up my controller. I used the box to prop open the door. I synced up my controller. Kapop. James has it. Lee has it as well, right? Lee has it. And it comes with a dynamic background. We did it live on stream. It showed up. It was terrible looking, and then it disappeared. And I don't know where it went. And so,
it was
yeah,
embarrassed.
Yeah, it was stupid. But the controller is gorgeous. I love it. And I did something this morning. There is...
What was her name?
Oh, no, I can't do stuff like that. I get in trouble. And my life would fall apart. So we can't do that stuff. But I did something this morning. And I shared a controller. And it's called the Storm Cloud Vapor controller. And I thought that I was going to say with a lisp. I thought that now with Autumn. I saw it and I was like, holy crap, I want this controller. I shared it to my Facebook page, the Pharaoh TV Retro to Modern Gaming News. I shared it. Jim Ryan, oh my gosh. Chris, so good to see you. Vote now, Sea of Thieves for PS5. No, never. Oh my gosh. So I bought it today. And it comes out on the 10th, that controller, and it comes out in 4 days. It should be in the mail.
You did get it. It's just blue.
No. Oh,
Dabba-dee, dabba-da.
And it also comes with a dynamic background. We'll see how well that one looks and stuff. But I'm excited that they're adding dynamic backgrounds even more with their accessories and stuff. But we're going to talk more accessories once we get into a little more of Lee news and stuff like that. So are we ready? Lee news. Da, 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 da. Go ahead, Lee.
Hey. Right. So Discord is getting a huge new feature on Xbox consoles.
Yes.
Again, considering that, we're all Xbox users and for the most part, we use Discord.
We do. We're using Discord right now.
Yes. Sponsored by Discord. No. But yeah, the feature is that they're implementing is that it'll be much easier to stream via Discord because there is a streaming feature on Discord.
Yes.
Where you can stream things, and then it's you can use that on via your Xbox console. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, so it says starting today, Xbox Insiders. If you guys are not part of the Xbox Insider program, download the app and sign up. Did you guys do that, James, Lee?
No.
Do it. You get everything early.
It's been a while since I've been Insider. But yeah, no, I haven't signed up to that.
Do it. Sign up to the Xbox Insider, guys. It's actually a really good program, and do it up. Do it up. And if you want more out of your Xbox, Lee, you don't really have any other system. James, you got rid of your Nintendo. Do you have a PlayStation as well? Oh,
no.
Crap. Well, guys, you need to become ambassadors, Xbox ambassadors, sign up for their program. Also, get in on the Xbox Fan Fest, because we're going to talk a little bit about Fan Fest a little bit later as well.
Ooh.
So I'm super excited. But I'm all in, kids, right here. Me and Chris are Boating Pizza are all Xbox fanboys right now. All right, keep going. Sorry, Lee. Continue with your story.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know too much about the Insider program, but it's I mean, I'll definitely check that out.
So all it is you download the app for Xbox. You click a couple check marks that says, "Hey, I agree," blah blah blah. I accept.
I'm not a robot.
Yeah, that's it. And then you have access. I've had the new dashboard for weeks now. But you get to test everything early. You go in every week. You can see what's new. You can get beta stuff. There's Halo Waypoint early access stuff. There's a whole bunch. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
I feel bad that you've had to deal with the dashboard early. Like you had to suffer with it.
No, we're not even going to get into
that. Right. Microsoft are now selling Xbox controller replacement parts, so that should be good for you, Paul, considering how abusive you are to your controllers.
I did not hit my controller once yesterday. I pounded my fist on the desk, and then there was a bowl that I had my chips in, and it went ding, 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 and then that was it. I did not hit my controller because this is a thing of beauty.
The Forza one.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite controller?
Yes. Yeah.
Or do you prefer the Starfield one?
No, I love the Starfield one. Okay, but this Forza controller is next level amazing. And James, you know what? If they had the option, and I don't know if they do, I would get, with my Xbox background and my logo, I would get one if they made one like that. I don't know if they have one though, but look at this. This is awesome.
I'm seeing 4 Xbox logos right there. Two controllers, your shirt, and the Xbox
And then the
trophy on
trophy.
top. Yeah.
I feel like Xbox are going back to their glory days.
Yes.
Do you remember the amount of customization they had on the 360? You could take the faceplate of the 360 off and get it customized. I remember seeing these amazing paint jobs that people would do.
Yeah.
You know, the Xbox sold blank faceplates that you could just do whatever you want, and people would, you know, turn that into a little business. Make amazing faceplates and sell them to people. And same with the controller faces. You could take them off, put them on. And then you got the Xbox One, which kind of was a massive step back. And now with the Series S Next, I feel like they're, you know, making decent, you know, custom things again.
Now, have you guys seen any of the skins for the Xbox Series X and S?
I've seen the Halo one.
Couple of them. I've seen the Diablo one.
They're mind blowing. Now, they're custom, so like you can order them and put them on. Now, I will say with PlayStation, you can pop off their plates, put on the other ones, and that's great. I think that's fantastic. That is a good perk to their system, and you can also buy skins and all that stuff for your PlayStation too. But yeah, they look great. So yeah, Lee, sorry, continue on with your replacement parts thing because this is huge.
Yeah. There's a bunch of tutorials in terms of how to replace certain parts to them. The prices for the parts range between $20 and $60, which you know, I mean, of course it depends on the part, but it seems a bit pricey.
So, I'll just read this little bit quip here that I have written down. Is that cool? Okay.
Yeah.
It says the store includes replacements for the top and bottom cases of controllers, the entire range of Xbox buttons, even the ability to purchase the circuit boards for the controllers. Additionally, this also extends to parts for Xbox's Elite Wireless Controller Series 2. Prices for these parts range from $20 US for a controller case to $60 for products like an Elite circuit board and motor assembly. So that's pretty freaking sweet because those Elite controllers are $200. Have you guys purchased an Elite controller?
No, what's the difference between them and a regular controller?
I've not held an Elite controller, but there's extra buttons, there's programmable buttons, even the face, all of this, it's a little different. It's pretty intense. And I think you've got all of this, but even here, I think there's other triggers as well. It's all leather in the back or whatever the grip is. It's mind blowing, but $200.
I don't think the average gamer needs that.
No. Oh, no. But we're not really average gamers, though, right? Lee's turning into far beyond an average gamer, where we play all day, we could. Like James and I were chatting today. He's like, oh, if I just had the extra time, I'd be so productive. And I said, well, what would you do with your extra time? Mark! I said, what would you do with your extra time? I said, with me, I just play video games. He goes, I'd probably do the same. So that's it. But we're hardcore gamers.
How did you get that frame of like Mark just sat there without the headphones on, and then they were immediately on him? Like, did you see that as well?
I did.
Like, just that frame of when he turned on his camera, he wasn't wearing his headphones, and then it immediately snapped to him having them on.
Well, he's a Martian, Mark the Martian.
I'm just saying, the way Mark was sitting there, he had the white headset, the white shirt. He just looked angelic. Yes, Lord, I'm here.
Mark, my friend, you are muted.
Yeah, you're on mute, man. Yeah, no worries. All right, Lee, continue with your story there, sir.
But yeah, like I think a problem I sort of have with this is that I've never had to, like, in any instance of owning a console, being like a Wii or a PlayStation 2 or anything like that, I've never had to replace a controller, like because it's damaged or anything. So,
I
so
have.
like,
Bless you.
but I wonder like what kind of I don't know, abuse or wear and tear that the controllers would have to go through in order to order replacement parts
I
instead
can
of.
answer that right now for you. Through excessive play, the thumbsticks wear down.
Okay.
And on my old Xbox One, it literally fell apart. This rubber, over excessive use, it's got material on it and that, it will wear away over time.
Yep.
So the ability to replace a thumbstick is really good. Say you've got a special edition controller like this. I wouldn't want to bin this, over one thumbstick. So to be able to replace it is brilliant.
Yeah. Also,
Sure.
the controller drift as well. It's mainly a lot of that is to fix a controller drift. Mark.
Would
Yeah.
would
There we are.
would the replacement parts actually fix the controller drift? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's one of the main things they were talking about. And remember, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago about controller drift. I've never experienced it with an Xbox controller. And then that night, Isaac's like, "Hey, do you know what drift is?" I was like, "The game? No, on my controller." I was like, "Yeah, but I've never experienced it on an Xbox controller." He's like, "Look, try it." And I was fooling around. I was like, "No, it's not." And they're like, "Oh, wait a minute." So that's super disappointing. But yeah.
I've only experienced that on my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, which I haven't because I don't play it. But like for this controller, when you get upset, you slam it down, right? So if you break the faceplate or something, now you can replace it instead of spending $91 on a new controller, which is actually really cool. And I'm super excited that we're doing that. But I haven't pounded this yet, and I don't think I will. I've broken a PS4 controller. Playing Fortnite. I'm trying to think of what else I may have broken. But Mark, how are you doing, and what have you been playing this week?
I'm doing pretty good. This week I've been playing Warzone, GTA 5. I've been playing that again. That's pretty fun. I dabbled in a little bit of the Hi-Fi Rush.
Yes.
Yes, which is actually awesome.
Good.
Let's see. That's about it this week.
Excellent. Okay. So, Lee, are we doing our Call of Duty next story? Is that the next?
Yeah.
All right. So, Mark, we need your super smarts on this because I didn't even hear of this, and Lee just brought it up right before we started. So, Lee, go ahead.
Yeah. So, Call of Duty pets have been accused of being pay to win. So there's like tactical pets in Call of Duty and like as well as Warzone in the Black Cell bundle, and in that you can of course you can get like a tactical pet. This one's called Merlin, the German Shepherd dog, and it can seem to give an unfair advantage. Because it can alert players to enemy campers, and there was a clip to go with it. I'm not sure how I'd put it on. It would only the video share on here would only work for YouTube.
All right, I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
that's okay.
But it's with someone hiding in like a house in the corner. And another player just running around them, and then like the dog seems to growl, and like when it's next to the player, and then they're able to see them and kill them essentially. So it's whether and because it's a bundle, you'd have to pay for it. Whether that would be classed as pay to win.
It is. You're exposing where the dog is exposing where the guy is, and nobody else can do it unless you buy the package. Yeah, I didn't even know Pets was in it.
I didn't know either.
Mark, did you hear this?
Honest.
Yeah, I've heard rumors about that one. I haven't seen it in person. I do know that some players were complaining in the past about like certain gun bundles and stuff like that you would get, and that the guns on there would be so broken where it was just a laser beam. There's like no recoil, and so I've heard like pay to win on game bundles, but that's the first time I've ever heard of like an operator with a pet.
Yeah.
Really doing something like that. I'm not sure if there was like if maybe they're experimenting with like giving each operator like certain additional perks into the game, but something like that kind of takes away from the game a little bit, because there are certain scenarios where you do have to hide in a corner. If you're by yourself at the very end of the game, you're going to have to camp a little bit and try to survive and wait it out some.
Yeah, so having a pet to sniff somebody out, kind of, or as you're running around, he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, there's somebody's here." That's not cool. Everybody should have access to that then. Everybody should have it for free and go from there. I like the idea of having a pet run with you, like a German Shepherd or whatever. It's kind of real life. It's used in the army. It's used in police stuff. So I think that's kind of cool, a little added feature. And of course, that's a microtransaction for them to screw you over with more money. But yeah, I don't know. I bought Season 5, Battle Pass, everything. I didn't even know there was a pet in it. And this is, Lee, did you say it was a Black Cell expansion?
Yeah, Black Cell bundle.
I'm going to take a look right after the stream. Just saying. That should be good. All right, James, how about you? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, it's nothing new. There was an awful game that was released in 2017 that had a huge problem with loot boxes and pay to win. And I think we all know what that game is.
I do not know. Can you say it?
It's never recovered from that. But then you get games like Sea of Thieves that do their, peripherals and their DLCs right. With what you can buy. All of the skins.
How's Monkey Island going for you?
No, I mean like the stuff you can buy. The cosmetics is the word I'm looking for.
Right.
The pets. It doesn't give you an advantage over anything else, but it looks cool and it's something you want to have.
Sure.
I don't know how much Paul has spent, on Sea of Thieves cosmetics. I've spent some on some cosmetics. But when it becomes pay to win, like you're being killed purely because somebody has paid to have an advantage over you, that spoils the game.
Until they fix it.
I don't care what the game is. I don't care what the game is. It's kind of an unforgivable thing of we want to, gouge as much as possible.
So I 100% disagree, because if they fix it, I'm just saying, if they fix it because of they realize that fans are like, no, this is stupid, what are you doing? And they fix it.
They fixed it because Disney got involved, threatened to pull the plug from EA's license to have the EA, Star Wars license. And governments got involved, saying it was gambling.
Sure, they fixed it, though.
The only reason they got in was because the Disney overlords, as much as I dislike Disney, I've got to give them credit for they recognized what was going on and were like, guys, you have to take this out.
And so they did.
And EA got onto DICE. Yeah, but that's not big. You can't give them credit for that, DICE and EA.
Sure. The thing is they changed it, they backtracked, they made it equal for everybody.
Because they had no choice.
And then for years they gave you all the free DLC. I think that makes up for it. All the characters, all the extra boards, everything is free. They backtracked, so...
and it's a beautiful game.
It's a beautiful game. Cookie, what's going on?
I've played Gollum. Looks beautiful. Doesn't mean it's a good game.
No, it doesn't. You stop that.
The environment.
James, you're just arguing like Lee did yesterday. Big casino, ching ching. All right, well let's keep going. This is terrible. Lee, do you have anything else on Lee news?
My opinion, because he knew I was going to say something.
Oh, I got it. But anyways, do you have anything else, Lee, for news?
Well, just other than what was going on in New York.
Yes.
Okay.
The other day.
So hold on, Mark. Yesterday, that you called that guy out for being a hacker.
Yes.
I watched the video and I couldn't tell because I'm a noob. So what was he doing? And Lee said that he could see that there was a hacker. I just couldn't.
All right. So when the guy landed in, if you looked at when you play enough Call of Duty, when somebody like their gun, the way his gun swayed straight up to the head, then the way each person went down so fast. Then when he jumped down, he took somebody else down. Then he threw a throwing knife instantly to another guy, instantly downed him. So you could tell that he had headshots on because people were going down super fast. That throwing knife instantly downed another person because he landed that throwing knife perfectly. And just his overall like he knew all three of us were up there. The way he just landed in, perfectly aimed at each and every single one of us, just gave me every single sign that it was a hacker. Because we all went down super quick, which means that he was landing nothing but headshots.
Wow.
And looking at it back, it just snapped to the person. Like there was no like sort of movement outside of like no recall or anything. It just like it snapped to that person, and they were gunning for it. And then
Yeah, the way the weapon was snapping, Lee's absolutely right. No recoil. It was instant downs, basically. He was turning perfectly to each player's direction and stuff like that. Then when you see the throwing knife come out in the middle of everything, it's like, wait a minute, it just didn't look right. And, it gave me every indication this guy was definitely cheating.
Okay. All right. Yikes. That sucks. All right. Well, yeah, that's the first time I've experienced something like that. So that really blows. So, all right. Lee, hit us with the New York thing because I was watching some videos today. Thoroughly annoyed.
I hadn't actually watched any videos on it, but there was an influencer. He brings mayhem to New York City after promising free PS5s. It's ludicrous. He said he was giving what's his name? Senat.
Something like that.
6.5 million Twitch followers. So he said that he was going to give away 300 PS5s in the New York City area, and which is one of the busiest places in Manhattan. And 2,000 PlayStation enthusiasts were there, and it was anarchy. That sent out 1,000 officers just in like riot gear just to try and stop it. It's I just want repercussions from that.
Yeah.
Like, this has got to have a consequence to it.
So he was arrested, but the videos itself, he's showing gift cards in his videos. I'm headed there now. Look at my gift cards. I've got hundreds of these. Blah blah blah. Really, I don't even think he did a giveaway whatsoever. Things just went insane.
No, he left.
Yeah, he left. Things went insanely stupid, and riots, legit riots. There's a video I watched today of these kids were in front of a vehicle. Kids to me, they're probably like late teens, whatever. Two cops grabbed a hold of him, and he looked like he was just an innocent loser in the midst of a crowd, to be honest. Two New York police officers grabbed him, threw him up against the back of a vehicle to cuff him, but the kid's head went through the back of the vehicle's glass. Yeah, so his head went through the glass of the vehicle. Those are thick. They're not like the side view mirrors, so he had to hit his head really hard. Personally, I thought they should have done it harder. But that's just me being an old cranky man, because I look at all these kids out there just destroying property. They're stealing from vendors. They're attacking people. They're jumping on top of vehicles. You can watch it all. It's all over TikTok. It's all over Twitter. It's all over Facebook. People going stupid because this clown named Kai Sennett decide to incite this massive riot in New York City. Hey, I'm giving all this away. And PlayStations, to get a free one, it's still huge. People want PlayStations still. Mark, you got something?
What?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. I'm sorry, dude.
No. Only thing I would say is that we all know of another person in our country that decided to riot
Right.
on the Capitol, and he's still walking free. So
Yeah,
I think this trumps that though.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I'm just so, my mind is blown, with all honesty, the fact that he did this, but these teenagers decide to go crazy, and now their faces are all over social media, damaging stuff, stealing, attacking other people, and all of that, and it's really stupid. Our community of gamers should be just people like to have fun. Let's play a video game. Let's chill. Let's be cool. Let's get an item. Let's get this, whatever. And it's garbage.
The saddest thing of all is this could have been a really positive event.
Yeah.
You know, if I was a multi-million-dollar Twitch streamer, and I wanted to give away a load of crap to the community, and I know they'd turn up, I'd be like, right, let's hire out an expo center for the day, you know, and make it an actual event. Anyone can come down, and I'll put on some music and shows. And then we'll do raffles. Anyone that comes in can put their name in a hat, and 300 names will be drawn, and you'll win. It could have been a really awesome, positive, free event,
Yeah.
Instead, he was a moron and brought out the worst in everything.
Yeah.
Get Mr. Beast to do it. But
you get what I'm saying, though.
Oh yeah. Do you think this was the guy's intent? Like, do you think he actually went out of his way to say, like, well, I'm going to give away such and such PS5s, but he doesn't actually have the capability of doing that?
Yeah,
I've never seen the guy. Never heard of the guy. So
20
I don't
million
know.
followers. I don't even know if he had the PS5s. All I seen was a video showing gift cards, but I don't even know if he had anything else.
But it's like, do you think there was some kind of social experiment, or do you think like he was actually looking
No idea.
to
Go somewhere else other than New York City.
Yeah.
Holy crap. There's millions of people just in Manhattan alone.
Well, it's just like, just imagine if you announce here today that you're giving away thousands of Pharaoh TV shirts at Walmart, the masses that would gather there.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
there'd be a riot.
The millions watching.
Millions watching, they would fly here just to get them.
I think there's another element to that as well. We're in a cost of living crisis at the minute. Countries all over the place with finances. And how many millions of people are on the breadline, desperate for cash? And someone's like, just come here and you're going to get a free PS5.
Yeah.
So how many people in that crowd were desperate to get that, so they could sell it and get a couple of $100? Yeah. That's another element to it as well.
It's so frustrating. Like I said, I was watching those videos today. I'm like, these idiots. And then, like, just to see this street vendor. Steph and I went to New York City, got to hang out with Pete in Virginia for a few days, and we walked these streets. And there are vendors all over the city, guys selling food and drinks and all this stuff. And I watched one older guy basically get attacked, and then people just started stealing his drinks from his cooler and everything else. And like, what are you doing, you idiots? This guy's just trying to make a living in New York City, which is super expensive alone. Come on. So Kai Senate, I hope you pay. And you should honestly do not a YouTube apology, which is insanely stupid, but you should be giving away everything, and you should have to pay a lot to fix things, and you may think that you're not responsible for kids jumping on top of cars and all this stuff, but you incited this and you should pay. 100%. You should pay for cars to be fixed. You should pay for the 1,000 police officer manpower, the cops that got attacked by swarms of young people, crap thrown at them. You should pay. You should pay their medical bills. You should pay everything. And with all honesty, you should probably lose your Twitch channel. That's it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't be a douche.
Yeah, that's it. And me being a cranky old man. That's it. That's it. All right, jump on positive stuff. Have you guys played Baldur's Gate 1 or 2?
I have not, no.
Okay. Amazing games. I just want to say Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 2 is phenomenal. Mrs. Retro, so good to see you. Incredible. And so Baldur's Gate 3 just released, which I can't wait to play, but I gotta wait. And so Baldur's Gate RPG seemingly on the way to Xbox Game Pass. Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Editions are heading to the Game Pass library. If you like RPGs, and these are not just your normal RPGs, these are hardcore RPGs. They are coming to Game Pass. Super exciting.
Worth playing?
Worth playing. But it all depends if you like RPGs or not. And I'm not talking Skyrim or Oblivion or Fallout RPGs. I'm talking pretty much top-down, turn-based, and all of this stuff. It's incredible. They're really awesome. You know the grumpy old man.
Like old school Final Fantasy sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like old school Final Fantasy. I don't know what the new stuff's like, so. All right, here we go. So Gamescom is happening here in a couple weeks, is it not, in Germany? If you guys don't know what Gamescom is, it's like the Europe's biggest gaming convention. It's like 25,000 people. Xbox is hosting its largest Gamescom booth ever in 2023, and you can watch at home. And this is what I mean. Get involved with Xbox Fan Fest. That's how I got to do some behind-the-scenes stuff. I get to chat with Larry Herb and all those guys. So get involved with Xbox Fan Fest. Sign up. Microsoft is claiming that this will be Xbox's largest booth ever at Gamescom, featuring over 30 titles playable across the 4-day event. There's set to be some absolutely massive games present at the booth as well. Fans will have a chance to get hands-on Armored Core 6, Payday 3, Persona 5 Tactica, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, and perhaps the biggest of them all, GSC Game World Stalker 2. What's more, fans at home should be able to get a pretty good idea of how these games are shaping up too. Xbox says we can all expect 3 days of approximately 3-hour live streams detailing all of the show's floor's goodies.
Wow. So is it only Xbox that's a part of this?
No. Nintendo has said they're going to be there. There is, I don't even know if Sony's going to be there, aka Jim Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Ryan. I don't even think they're going to be there.
Is this the closest thing we're going to get to E3 this year?
No. So E3 was basically destroyed by Summer Games Fest. Is that what we just had?
Mm-hmm.
So that's, yeah. Gamescom's every year, but E3 was kind of destroyed now. Summer Games Fest is where it's at. That seems to be the thing. So exhibitor search. I don't know if PlayStation's part of that, but let me just see. It could be. What do you think, Mark? Do you think PlayStation would be going for that?
Maybe so, because Xbox has been in the news a lot recently, so PlayStation kind of needs to put themselves out there just a little bit more. Got Spider-Man releasing here in a few months. They're doing some great advertising for that, but yeah, I would put myself out there a little bit more.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Okay, hold on here. Relevant. Let's do relevance.
The new Spider-Man themed PlayStation 5 looks really good.
Yes.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Now,
good job, Jim Ryan.
There is almost 1,200 exhibitors at this Gamescom. This is so ridiculous. It would be great just to go to Germany alone. But yeah, this is really incredible. Gamescom arrival. So I'm not sure if Sony's going to be there. If Nintendo Xbox there, then surely Sony would. I don't think so, Cookie. I don't know. They haven't released anything. Gamescom said Nintendo's going to be there. So let me just Google it because this is huge. Is Sony going to be at Gamescom 2023? A German publication has confirmed Sony Interactive Entertainment absence from. Oh my gosh, they're not going. A German publication, Games Market, has confirmed Sony Interactive Entertainment absence from Gamescom 2023. According to the report, a company spokesperson has confirmed that they currently have no plans to exhibit in business and public area of the fair this year.
Cowards.
I don't know what to say. I wonder what Jim Ryan's excuse would be for this. Mark, would you have any insight on that?
No, I wish
I think
Jim Ryan.
I think he's holding the answer right now. It's just on the end of his fingertips.
Me? No. I'm actually looking up when the next Metal Gear game is supposed to be coming out.
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
So I'm going to say I am surprised. I'm kind of shocked on that because Nintendo said they're going. Microsoft is all in. They're like, let's go, let's do this. So James, as you said a little bit earlier, just how Xbox is kind of getting back to with customization, all this stuff. It seems like they looked at the successes of the 360 era and they're like, okay, let's get back to this and go forward. Xbox is laying a massive foundation, guys. This is incredible. Sony not doing it is mind-blowing. I'm kind of shocked.
Complacency.
Yeah. So this, wow.
Sony's been top of the tree since PS1.
What? Yeah. It's surprising though, especially with the whole FTC sort of debacle from Sony and Jim Ryan. You would think they would want to, let's get out there, let's clear our name, let's deal with the garbage at the very beginning. Let's take our hit right now from fans and then move on. We spent millions on cases against Microsoft. We have no time for these small peasants. Yeah, wrong account for sure, Mark. I was just going to say. I love it.
Oh, God.
All right. Exposed.
Wrong account.
Oh, I love it. All right. So yeah, guys, that's a Gamescom is going to be amazing. I'll figure out what's going on with that, and I'm not sure. I know there's something going on with Xbox Fan Fest. You can sign up, and you can actually get called upon to be behind the scenes, live interviews and stuff like that. It's really cool. They really hook people up, their fans, and it's really nice. Okay. Are you guys fans of Lego games?
No.
Ultimate Hero said it doesn't speak for us, but I agree. You don't like Lego games, James? Lee, have you played
I tried to get into them.
The only ones I've really played are the Star Wars ones.
Okay.
But,
yeah, that's good.
but,
Mark?
Yeah.
Lego Batman was pretty fun. Then I did enjoy the Harry Potter Lego ones.
Okay. Well, here we go. New Lego Harry Potter game may be announced at Gamescom. Reports claiming a new Lego Harry Potter game is in development have been doing the rounds for a while now, and this month's Gamescom's event in Germany may be the place for it to become official. According to VGC, a teaser was uploaded to South African Instagram account for Warner Brothers, but was then quickly pulled. The image apparently sported a Lego figurine of Harry Potter, and then the date 8/25/23, which falls in line with Gamescom. According to reporting, this new Lego Harry Potter game will be in the style of Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, and that you'll have much more freedom to explore a wider universe and follow the story of Harry Potter's 7 years at Hogwarts. I love I'm saying right now, I love the Lego games so much, and I played the Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, the Batman one, the Marvel superhero ones. I played them all, and they're just so much fun.
Oh yeah, I've played some of the Marvel ones.
A blast. That's where I had PTSD of 98% of achievements, and that kid erased my games.
Oh yes. and he was never heard of again.
He was never seen again. I enjoyed the Lego games. They're fun. Not impressed with Harry Potter Lego or Lego games.
Well, you should have made a backup on a different save file, Paul.
Yeah. Thanks, James. I probably should. All right.
Always sympathetic.
All right. James, do you have a couple minutes?
I do.
All right. Let's discuss our final topic then. Let's get into this. This may be like a little bit of time. So here's where I wanted to get into. Let me read you guys this story. And then once we finish the discussion, if there's something else you want to cover, that's great. So Diablo 4's dev is hiring a seasoned lead designer after a disastrous first effort. It's already Wednesday. This was just this past week. It's already Wednesday, and we haven't had any Diablo 4 drama this week. In fact, we got some good treasure, Goblin-related news. Not that this exactly counts, but Blizzard is hiring and already hired a lead season designer to hopefully sort out the live service stuff, which seems like sound business sense to us if a tad late. The game's first season of the Malignant, got off to a rocky start with a preseason patch the community wasn't happy with, and the developers have been on defense ever since. We didn't really consider until now that being a designer of live service seasons was a particular character class companies hired for, but of course they are. Game Rant got a look at it, and the successful applicant would need to have 5 years of experience, 2 of being that in a leadership position. The rest is fairly standard, although Blizzard does give the lucky new employee a choice between offices in New York, Texas, or California, which is pretty sweet. You can see a snippet below, it says. So, my thing here, if you all remember, Diablo released a patch, and it destroyed kind of or derailed the game. Everybody was upset. Everybody was cranky.
It was just before the season started.
Just before the season started. So they fixed it. We'll say. And so they decided to, I guess their idea was, let's hire somebody who's going to take care of the next season and the season after that, and to deal with these things as they come up. So my thought is why are you spending more money on somebody to be the leadership in this, which is fine that you do that. Go right ahead. But the biggest resource that a game like Diablo 4 or any sort of live service game or any MMO, the biggest resource are the players that are playing the game. And why don't devs utilize the players who are playing the game instead of, hey, let's hire somebody who has the experience or whatever, as opposed to somebody like me who has 250 hours of Diablo, or other professional or other guys who actually play these games, or partners. Diablo has partners, streamers who are partnered with Diablo. Why don't they do focus groups? Why don't they bring the gamers in and say, hey, this is what we're thinking of doing. What are your thoughts? All of that stuff. Why do they have to do a lead designer instead of utilizing us as the gamers? James, let's go with you first.
I completely agree with you. I'll give you 2 examples of it. Example of it done wrong and an example of it done right. Now, with live service games, they're still fairly new in, becoming a mainstream thing. So there isn't a set code that they go by. Now, Sea of Thieves is an example of a live service game done right. When we jump on Sea of Thieves, the majority of things that we see and do are things that were brought in with live service updates. The fortresses that we raid and have fun doing, they were brought in 2 years after the game was released. A lot of the outposts and the things in the outposts, all new. A lot of the missions we do, all new. And that's an example of it done right. Then you get games like Halo Infinite. Now, that game's been out for 2 years and hasn't had a single update because nobody, 343 Industries has such a bad leadership. Their CEO resigned, their lead developers resigned because Microsoft are just gutting it away. And the player base for that is now lower than Halo Master Chief Collection, which was released 7 years earlier.
Okay.
So live service games can be great because if the game is a good, game and a foundation, you just build off that. You'll retain your players. I mean, we still play Sea of Thieves and love it. But it has to be done right. And you do need to have a leadership in that to have the direction of where to go. Because look at 343 Industries. Their leadership fell apart and the game fizzled out. But they also committed the cardinal sin of not listening to their player base. All the things that they failed to do, the player base have been screaming out for. They couldn't even release the game with co-op, which is why it had such a bad launch, because nobody wanted to play it. It's a game that you have fun with friends.
Right.
It's not meant to be played single player. That was the whole core of Halo. So you do need to listen to your player base if you want your game to succeed. That's where I'll end that.
Okay. Mark, how about you?
Maybe they just enjoy their little campfire s'mores and stuff like that. They need better leadership for that. I don't know. I agree with James on that one. listen to your community.
But so let's take Call of Duty. Let's throw that in there. Warzone and all of that stuff. You as a player, you probably have 100 to 150 hours in the Warzone series over the last few years, right?
Oh, easily a couple hundred for sure. Yeah.
A couple. So, but you have an insight into the game, how it's played. What would you like to see changed? Wouldn't you be a great resource for them to just set up kind of set up an email chain or a Discord group or for player feedback or suggestions or stuff like that, or your own little campfire? Wouldn't you would be a great resource for that game because that's your main game?
Well, see, Call of Duty, they do take streamers into consideration and stuff like that. They do listen to the streamers. Back when Warzone 2 was still in the later stages of development and almost released, they gathered all the major Call of Duty streamers across the U.S. They brought them all into basically a giant convention.
Yep.
And they all played Warzone 2 together
with Snoop Dogg.
Like that. Yeah. And and all that was to get them into it, show them the new map, get feedback from them. They care more about feedback from their mainstream streamers than they do the actual community. I'll say that because when you would report things like hackers and stuff like that, they really did absolutely nothing about it. It wasn't until like major streamers were getting hacked on and stuff like that, then they're like, okay, let's bring out the Ricochet anti-cheat thing, which didn't really work and still it's not working properly. It's not the greatest, but it's better than it was.
Yeah.
But some it just all depends. Like Call of Duty, as much as people complain about certain aspects on the game, it does take a long time before things change.
Excellent. Yeah. All right, Lee, give me your input on that. I know Lee is new to gaming, but he's starting to get into hardcore.
Are we, like, in terms of the whole thing, are we looking at like players' suggestions for things that could be done? Because I think in terms of more like the average gamer wouldn't sort of know the intricacies on how a game is made, and they'd probably sort of suggest something that would be completely unrealistic, and then be disappointed that wasn't met. So it's like, so I can definitely see where James and Mark are coming from in terms of, yeah, listen to your community. If something hasn't gone well, like, you gotta listen to them. They're the ones playing your game. You've got to take some things on board. But in terms of looking to them for, like, solely for the advice in terms of what to change, what to implement, on the louder voices of the gaming community will suggest things that will be outlandish and unrealistic to be able to meet something like that, because there'll be a lot of things that they need to make behind the scenes for it to be possible.
Sure. I guess to take it back to Diablo, though, the amount of changes they did just basically derailed their entire game, and everybody was in an uproar. So these changes would have been awesome around a focus group of a bunch of people who actually play the game. I'm not talking about just your average gamer. Your average gamer would be just somebody who plays a few hours a week. That's how what would you guys categorize as an average gamer?
Yeah, a few hours a week. But what they could do is they have the stats of their games and everyone that plays. If I was the lead developer and I was looking out for, future releases as part of a live service, I go, right, set up something so anyone that has 200 plus hours in this game is invited to give their feedback. Then collate all the feedback together. And if all of these people are saying we don't like a certain feature, then to me that says the community does not like this feature. Get rid of it.
Sure.
If
9 out of 10 dentists say that, like, don't go for this toothpaste, you don't go for the toothpaste. You know, like, but really, it's like I think at the very least they should, do what they're doing, and then before they actually send it out, they do have the focus group saying, "What are your thoughts on this?" Before we actually give it the go ahead. Is there anything you would change from that? And then if there's a lot of negative feedback from that focus group, then they take a look at it again. They postpone the update perhaps, and then they go forward.
Now, I know there'd be some instances where they don't want to give any secrets away, or like, hey, this is what we're doing, but we don't want people to know, blah, blah, blah. But in an instant where they're nerfing everything and just changing everything, like that stuff should be cleared with the community, especially those that are given all of their stuff. Microsoft is the worst. Look how crappy Windows 11 is. Jim Ryan... oh my gosh. Is Windows 11 bad? I don't think it is it?
I haven't updated to Windows 11 yet.
I'm using it for my work laptop. Yeah, I have no
Windows
issues.
10 is awesome.
Yeah, Windows 10 is good.
You're all only on Windows 11. I'm already on Windows 98. I'm way
there
above
you
that.
go.
I'm going to have to dip out here, chaps, so enjoy the rest of the stream.
James, thanks for joining us, dude. Take care.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Take care, guys.
There we go. All right, one less Brit. There we go. This is great.
One to go.
One more. One Brit to rule them all. So that was my thing when I saw that whole they're hiring a lead designer. Is you can do that. He's running on dial-up still. Yes, he is. A potato internet, lady. Potato internet. When I saw that, I was like, there is massive opportunity for the community to be engaged and a little more tied to this game. And they need to have some sort of program, because this game's going to go on for a few years. They're going to keep doing seasons, keep doing updates. Get your community involved. And
you won't even have to pay them. Don't just be happy to be involved.
Exactly. Ching, ching. That's exactly it, Lee. They'd be happy just to be involved. Silver, we're amazing. How are you? Guys, any more on this one, though? Like on this? Mark,
no.
Are you going to play Diablo?
Diablo?
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't played since Diablo 3, so if it comes free on Game Pass, I'll give it a download.
I'm going to say when Starfield hits and player drop happens in Diablo, it'll eventually come to Game Pass, possibly maybe November or early next year. That's what I'm going to say.
I think early next year. I think November will be too early.
I expect a major drop in players on a lot of games for Xbox when Starfield
I think so. Out. Yeah.
It's going to be massive, I would imagine.
And you just wait to the exodus of PlayStation players going to buy an Xbox just for, or they'll play on their PC. But the player, I think, if Starfield is the massive hit that everybody thinks it's going to be crazy. Lady just said it's arrogance and narcissism. See a lot of companies ignoring the people that support them based on the idea of a game with no room for change. 100%. That's a powerful statement. Lady, you should join us for these podcasts. I know it's 6:13 a.m. your time, but she's out west.
Right.
I think it's Saskatchewan she's at. But you should join us, lady, some morning. The real Jim Ryan should hear this. 100%. It's going to happen. And if Starfield is as legendary as people think it's going to be, it's a game changer. Xbox is they're going to fly off the shelves. It's going to be let's not talk about 30 frames per second Starfield. We can talk about that. That's no big deal at all. The frames per second argument is crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like, we're talking about that if Starfield's the massive hit that we're expecting it to be, like, it's definitely being built up as such. But what if it doesn't work? What if it's not? What if it doesn't meet our expectations?
What if it red falls?
Yeah, what if it red falls? Like, how detrimental would that be to Xbox as a whole? Like,
it's 2:14 here, and I want At about 5 a.m. Nice silver. Okay, so me personally, I'm gonna say then okay. That's just me. Now, the media, the gamer community that ties into Outrage, the PlayStation fanboys, they're all gonna go crazy and just try to destroy Xboxes. That's just what they do. Confidence flies right out the window. Yeah. Oh no, I don't do well on camera. All right, lady. It's Xbox, of course. It would meet expectations. Only PlayStation exclusives are good. Oh my gosh, here we go. So yeah, so it's going to be the same thing with Redfall, right? People just went crazy. Oh, look at Redfall, it's terrible. This is the way Bethesda is. This is what Game Pass is all about. Crappy games, blah blah blah.
But this will be like 100 times bigger,
yeah,
because of what Starfield is meant to be. It's meant to be everything and more of what No Man's Sky was supposed to be.
The comparison's there. But it's not No Man's Sky. It's more Skyrim and Fallout in space. That's how you got to look at it. But you haven't played Skyrim or Fallout. So
no.
That's what it looks like. That's what it's looking like. So it's not going to fail just because of the foundation of Fallout. Now, I'm not talking Fallout 76, okay? We don't talk about Fallout 76 or Bruno. We don't talk about him either. So the Fallout series and Skyrim and Oblivion, Morrowind, the Elder Scroll Online, those are all great. And that's the foundation that we have. And that's what's going to happen with Starfield. And I think it's going to be awesome. Kirby Lassie, beautiful thing. So good to see you. Kirby should join us as well.
Yeah.
What's that, Mark?
125 gigabytes.
For what?
Starfield.
Yeah, that's cool. Don't bother me any.
I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised it's that low because, like, I think Gears 5 is 105 gigabytes.
Yeah, there's something. Baldur's Gate, I think, is insanely massive. I don't know that was actual story that made the news on how large Baldur's Gate 3 is. The Elder Scrolls Online only made me love Skyrim more, to be honest. Lady, I hear you. And everybody knows Skyrim is in like my top 3 games of all time. I love Skyrim. I love it so much. I've beat it last November again. It's fantastic, Otney. Yeah. Join on what? The podcast, Kirby. The podcast with a camera. Have fun. But yeah, it's not going to fail. Starfield is not going to fail at all.
Are you going to get the premium edition?
So
just in the free one.
So what I've done is it's coming out day one on Game Pass. So the game is technically free, but you can buy the upgrade for less than half the price, and you get to play it 5 to 6 days early.
Yeah.
So I spent $30 on it, and now I'll get the whole game and the upgrade and get to play it early. You want me to get up early 2 days in a row? Yes. Got so expensive. Hold on. Oh, Silverwolf GTA 5 is amazing. Got so expensive that it's hard to gain to grasp, and I put some good hours in. There you go. Yes, it was a huge change from the idea of Skyrim. Yes, it is. MMOs are different, right? I like MMOs. I can get super addicted to MMOs. But I do, for my my adventuring, I love the single player awesomeness. So, Mark, did you see it there in the store, the Xbox store?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Premium edition upgrade, $34.99.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all you got to get right now.
Install.
So I'll buy the full game either way of Starfield. Whether I do it right now, no. But when it goes down in price, I'll probably just buy it just so I have it. People say, well, why would you do that if you have it on Game Pass? I don't know. I don't have a good answer for it. I just want the game. I want to have it. But I'm looking forward to it. I got my Starfield controller official. Lee's got the Starfield controller and headset official. Mm-hmm. James bought the Starfield. I'm not wearing
it, but yeah.
You should be wearing it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's because the Bluetooth on my laptop sucks.
Yeah, that's all good. Did you try Remnant 2? I have not. I've not tried Remnant 2. Mark, are you going to get the controller or headset?
I want the controller. I got one 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 headsets as it is now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm like gas with microphones.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. I got 5. I got my PlayStation, 2 Xbox ones, this one right here, and another one on my bed there.
Okay.
And that's not including my AirPods. So 6.
Nice. I've been resting GTA 5 story mode about 22 or 18 times. Wow. All right, Silver.
But you can never not have enough controllers.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I ordered that other one. Crossing Fire says gonna catch the VOD during work. Hope you guys are having a good time. Yeah, thank you so much, Crossing. Thank you. Have a wonderful day at work, Crossing. Bruh, I have one 3-month-old about to crap out. Oh no, lady. Guys, this was awesome. I love accessories. I love statues. I thoroughly enjoy gaming. Gaming is my main hobby. Or my only hobby. That's what I do. That's what I do in my personal time. I love it. And I love streaming, love hanging out. I have 0 luck. But yeah, I've got the Forza controller. I do love controllers. I love buying these. Oh yeah, a Scholar says, "Hi. I want an offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. Incredibly flexible, convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hand. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to doghype.com." No, I know it's a scam. I just like reading these idiots. They're hilarious. Oh my gosh. I can't get myself to spend the money on extras. It's too much. Yeah, I get it. I just like it. I only have 2 Bluetooth headphones. I've got the official Xbox ones out there. I don't use them. I only use them when, like, if I play with Lee offline in the living room. That's the only time I really used it, Lee. I'm just going to pick up some burgers and hot dogs now while I'm out, babe. Okay, babe. I need batteries. Hold on here 1 second. I'm talking to Steph. Also, I need the Costco fat wieners. And if you're wondering if I said that, I totally did. I need the Costco fat wieners. Because we're having a barbecue today.
You're wild, man.
I know. We're having a barbecue today. Becky and the kids are coming over. Cam, of course, and Mark and all them. So seen them multiple times in their streams. Names a lot recently.
I'm flying Canada for a barbecue.
I would love to have you, dude. If you came here, you would definitely have a barbecue. You'd have donair, you'd have poutine, and you'd have a wonderful time.
So you say you need batteries?
Just the Costco batteries, because the stupid Xbox controller requires batteries.
Yeah, I got these. I got Amazon batteries. I got a whole box of them, 48 of them. So anybody that's into gaming that needs AA batteries for your Xbox controllers, I highly recommend the Amazon batteries that they got there. You can get 48 of them for $15, and they last a long time, just as good as Duracell or Energizer.
Wow. Okay.
Now in terms
of Amazon, but
now in terms of Xbox controllers replacement parts, they need to replace that. They need to have like a rechargeable thing.
Well, PlayStation does it right, honestly. Like the new controller's cool, but
that's one of the only things they do right.
No, this is it. This is PlayStation. It's got a rechargeable battery. That's it, and that's what Xbox needs. You need to get rid of the batteries, especially if you're an environmentalist or something like that. Whatever, but I don't want to spend extra money on batteries. Now it's $14 in Canada, $14 at Costco for 48 batteries or something like that. So it does me a couple months, but I use them. Isaac uses them, and Isaiah uses them for their Xbox controllers. So jalapeno, I was like, what the heck? Why the fridge full of hot dogs? Yeah, my mom get them on sale, bought 15-pack. It just, I freaking love hot dogs, baby, hot dogs. I really do. I'm a hot dog snob. I'm a wiener snob, and
he's a hot dog connoisseur.
I am a hot dog.
On a hot dog, what's your ideal toppings on a hot dog?
It all depends how I'm feeling. I want cheese, ketchup, mustard, relish. If I could do onions, I'll throw onions on there. But
I've never thought about putting cheese on it.
oh my gosh,
I should, but yeah,
hard
never
cheese or sliced
never
cheese. It
come
doesn't
to my
matter.
mind.
Do it, dude. I'm a fat guy. You want to know what's good with food? Ask a fat guy. That's it.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm getting rechargeable batteries. Yeah, I love hot dogs, but yeah, you can even toast those buns if you want. My mouth is watering right now for fat, juicy wieners.
See, I'm the fat guy. Well, one of the fat guys at the dealership. I'll go up to sales tower with the sales managers, and they all look at each other. Hey, what's for lunch? Then they all look at me. I'm like,
jerks.
well, they pay for it. I just pick it up, so I get free lunch. For it.
There we go. Okay.
But they all look at me, the fat guy, for the suggestion.
Lady just said fries, hot dog, cheese bun dipped in gravy, a poutine dog. I just wouldn't like a soggy bun. That would be my only issue.
This is how wild topics we go across on the Gamers Pass podcast.
Gaming podcast, and we're talking about big wieners.
I'm more of a chili cheese and a little bit of mustard.
Fun fact. Went to Cineplex. It's the movie theaters here in Maritimes. I know out west, lady out west, I think you have a different movie theater that kind of runs out there. In here, Cineplex, I ordered a chili cheese dog. And they put so much freaking chili on there that was the messiest MRFer that I've ever had, and I got so angry with it. And I'm sure at my eulogy, if you guys are watching online, the boys will tell the story how I took the hot dog. I had to walk across everybody. I took it, kablam, into the garbage can and went, boom. That's because it was heavy and it was nasty. I was so freaking angry, and they were laughing their head off at me, those jerks. But yeah, chili cheese hot dog, I love it. But they put so much crap on there that it was just soggy and nasty. I just threw the thing out. It was all over my hands. It was dripping on me. But yeah, when did this turn into Eat TV? Yeah, we're going to get out of here. But I just love chatting to these guys, so I could keep them here all friggin' day if I could. But yeah, that's it.
It's all good, man.
It is all good. That's kind of is. Is there anything else in the gaming community that you guys want to chat about?
Gaming community. Jake Paul won his fight last night.
Nonsense. You can't tell me Jake Paul officially, without any sort of dealings in the back end with Nate himself, beat Nate Diaz. There's no way. They set this up. Fight. Yeah, they set this up, man.
That's why I was I did jump on earlier. I was like, oh man, I'm tired because I stayed up late watching this fight. It was a really good fight, though.
Sure. I'm just saying they are all... James, why? Why do that? Why do that, James? Oh, here he comes now. Why do that? So, the Jake Paul stuff is the exact same thing as Logan Paul. It's all scripted. It's all scripted.
Yeah.
James, why would you even put that in there, James?
I will say I was...
What? I've just come back. Terrible.
What were you going to say, Mark?
I will say I was impressed with Logan Paul yesterday. He was the very first match in WWE SummerSlam, the very first match. Then he jumped on a private plane and managed to get all the way over there to see his brother fight in that fight last night. So it was, and he was still wearing his wrestling gear for it. So it was. The fact that he actually managed to get to that fight in time was amazing in itself. But that whole fight, it did look like they were taking turns with each other. The knockdown looked, it looked like a good boxing knockdown, but it was like Jake Paul would do really good. Then all of a sudden, here comes Nate Diaz, where he should be beat and out cold and on his butt on the mat. This man was still fighting forward, so either he's a really good fighter when he's hurt, or the fight was rigged.
Yeah, everybody got their money's worth, which is fine. Yes. Lady, I just want to say, James said it, and then it's 10 times worse when you say it, so you guys got to stop. I'm just saying. 10 times worse. But anyways, all right. Yeah, so that's that. I want to point out, Otney just said, where was it? Gamers eat popcorn with spoon and no greasy fingers. Exactly. We watched SummerSlam today. I'm not a wrestling fan, but it was good watch. Yeah. I used to be a wrestling fan. I don't like it anymore. I just can't connect with anybody. But back in the day, man, I was hardcore wrestling. Hardcore. Hardcore. James, anything else in the gaming that you want to chat about?
I just want to say, take a moment out to appreciate some of the awesome games that are coming soon. I've got them on my screen, which is why I'm looking that way. So, in 4 days, Atlas Fallen comes out, which looks amazing. It's an online co-op, dystopian, destroyed future world.
Atlas Fallen.
And it looks really good. Graphically, it looks incredible.
Got nothing to do with it's got nothing to do with Serious Sam, right?
No, nothing to do with that.
Is
so
it
basically,
Game
you're in the
Pass?
future. No, it's not,
sorry.
unfortunately. Then after that, Stray comes out, which is cool. I wasn't expecting that to ever come to Xbox. Then you've got an indie game called The Bright Lights of Svetlov coming out, which looks pretty cool. So it's a game set in the mid-1980s in the Soviet Union, so you get to experience what life would have been like in there. Bit of a puzzle, walking simulator-ish sort of game.
All right, hold on.
But I like those sort of atmospheric games.
Say that again. What's that one?
Bright Lights of Svetlov. Svetlov.
Lights of Svetlov. There it is.
Yeah. If you're looking games coming to... Oh, you're on PC, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't look amazing graphically, but story-wise, I think it'd be interesting to see what it'd be like living in the Soviet Union. Just a different perspective.
Where are you reading this off of? Xbox?
Xbox games coming soon, yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'll have to do that.
And it's only £6, so like $90 Canadian, so that's not too bad. And then we've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which could either be a cool, fun replacement for Friday the 13th,
I want to give
or
that.
Dead by Daylight.
We'll
We'll give it a go. Yeah, it's free on Games Pass, so why not?
That's the 18th, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yep, the 18th.
The 18th.
And then
is
we have
Friday.
Then we've got Starfield. So we'll see how that goes. Are you still into your 2K24 NBA stuff, Paul?
I play it every year. I don't know if I'll get it this year, but when it comes on Game Pass, I'll probably try it and then spend money on VC and then get sucked into it and all that stupid stuff. But I love the My Player.
Well, Payday coming to Games Pass.
Payday 3, yes.
Lies of P, which might be interesting. Then there's a bit of a lull. I'm not interested in Forza Motorsport. I don't know if any of you guys are. Assassin's Creed Mirage.
But it looks amazing. But with the Forza Motorsport, I'd want to give it a go because it's on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's there to do, but I don't think I'd get into it.
Okay. Well, Alan Wake 2 comes out, which looks interesting. And then Hot Wheels. I'm sure you guys remember the old Micro Machines game. Well, Lee wouldn't, but do you guys remember the old Micro Machines games from back in the day where you'd make your own courses and things?
What game is it?
Micro Machines.
I never got to play with that stuff.
City Skylines, Alone in the Dark. We've got an awesome year of games coming out.
Yeah, and it's already been a brilliant year. Mm-hmm. And we just got done.
We're kind of in a lull at the minute. Yeah. So I'd say the last awesome thing that came out would have been Diablo, wouldn't it? And now there's a big lull to the next thing, which would be Starfield. Unless you're interested in Atlas Fallen or Stray.
What is RoboCop Rogue City?
The new RoboCop game. Where's that? Where are you? Oh, it's not in the Games Coming Soon store.
This is Big Casino just put it in.
But wow. Yeah, it's like you're saying, James, with like the bit of a lull between Diablo 4 and Starfield. Mm-hmm. I kind of like that because it means that I could actually have done a fair bit of Diablo 4 before hopping on Starfield, and even then, it's like we're switching over to other games in the meantime. And
I'm going to sound so sad though when I say this, but I know Paul gets it, so I don't feel too bad. But when I complete or I'm done with a game that I've loved, I get post-game depression.
Oh my
And I'm
gosh,
like,
yeah.
shoot, what do I play? I got that, like Paul, I got that majorly with Harry Potter.
I did.
When I completed Legacy, and I'm like, I go through my game system, like, there's nothing, that's going to compare to the awesome, 3-4 weeks I've had on Harry Potter. Like, what's the next thing? So I do get post-game depression when I complete something I've really enjoyed.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. But yeah, I did have a lull. It was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, now I don't know what to do. It took a little bit to get out of it, though. It took a little bit. That Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Just there's some awesome games coming out.
What's next year looking like? Oh, what's that, Mark?
I was just saying, yes, there are some excellent games coming out soon.
Anything on the PlayStation front besides Spider-Man?
Wolverine's coming out.
Well, Wolverine we don't know yet, so that could be 2025 is most likely.
I will say I'm excited that Phasmophobia is coming to the consoles this month as well.
I thought it was already.
Not to my knowledge. I don't think it's been released on
Okay.
consoles yet, but it's supposed to be out. And so
Is it there?
let's see if Paul plays Phasmophobia again.
I don't know.
I will say, Paul, when you first played it, you played it with mouse and keyboard, right?
Yeah.
If you turn it on now and use the Xbox controller, I guarantee you will like it 10 times better.
Really?
Because that's how I play Phasmophobia. I use my Xbox controller.
So when's it coming out to console?
It said this month, but I haven't got an official release date on that yet. But I would say it plays great on PC with the Xbox controller. So when you guys do get it on console, if it's on the Game Pass, I do recommend playing it. You're probably going to be scared to death like I am. As a matter of fact, after the podcast, that's exactly what I'll do. I'll be streaming some Phasmophobia.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love playing that game now. It's pretty fun. It scares the living you-know-what out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get some more scary games for Paul to play. There's been a huge lull in the amount of horror games that Paul plays. And I don't know why that is.
Because we haven't got Crystal. And they're not awful games.
The jump scares we got from Paul in Dead Island 2 are some of the best.
No.
Yeah.
No. Kirby has Phasmophobia. So I don't scare at all. Even games, jump scares, those are all embellished for entertainment purposes. I am 100% man. I can handle anything that you throw my way. No issues.
When that guy jumped out of that locker, you were in mid-conversation and you screamed.
No, there's no proof of that.
That was fantastic.
I love that. Like with your reaction to jump scares, is your impulse is to try and dodge it. Like
Paul does this.
Like tries to dodge. Like
Steph's at Costco and she took a picture of the big wieners and sent it to me. Those are
and she's doing the whole pouting face as well.
Yeah,
like, ooh.
10-inch of thickness going right into my mouth. It's going to be great. It's a game where you hunt in the dark forest of creatures trying to get it. What is Mark's stream on? Yeah, let me get Mark's socials. But ultimately, do we have Mark's thing set up, right?
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think so.
One sec.
Terrible.
So Mark is right here. Yeah, right here. That's Mark. So make sure you follow Mark. Mark is awesome. He's actually been a follower for a very long time, and the story is, he followed me, he became a subscriber, and never said a word to me. He just followed me and became a follower on YouTube and subscriber, which was awesome. And then I saw the name of all the people that were an actual follower subscriber on YouTube, and I was like, I have no clue who this person is. I've never talked to this person, but thank you. And yeah.
When did Mark subscribe? Because we all subscribed in 2017 at different times. Me was Alien Isolation. Lee was Walking Dead. Pete was Friday the 13th.
I was
when
Friday.
did Mark?
I was Friday the 13th as well. But I will
Were you
say
2017?
Yes, I was 2017. Summer 2017 when Friday came out. When that was back in the old YouTube where you would pull up Friday the 13th and you'll see like 30, 40, 50 people streaming it on YouTube. That's when YouTube gaming was at its prime, and then I just happened to see. I said, "Who is this guy right here playing that?" I click on it, and Paul was actually one of the very few that was actually chat interactive. I was listening to his chat, responding to people, stuff like that. So that's why I stuck by it, and
I think that's why we all stuck by Paul.
Yeah.
Because he cared more about how we were than the game was.
I will say I did go back and watch those Alien Isolation streams, and there was definitely a couple times where Paul did jump, scream, running high. But that was a extremely scary game. That's probably one of the scariest games I've ever seen and played.
An amazing game.
I'm gonna post.
But I think.
Oh, go ahead, Lee.
But I think I showed up like 6 days before Pete did. Like the first time I was here, Pete showed up like 6 days after.
Lady, I posted a link. Read that. Give that a reading if you're here. How do you guys remember things like that? Curvy, because they care.
It's a shared history.
They care, Curvy. But Curvy's been following me for 5 years, over 5 years as well. I had no clue. When you check the years when they subscribed, I was like, what? Curvy Lass? And then it wasn't until, was it this year that she really started engaging us a lot? Paul's a creepy old man, but I can tolerate him. Or was it last year? I think it was last year.
Well, what happened in 2017? Because that's when all your community now subscribed. Well, it seems like that anyway.
What's happened since? Where'd they all go? How about that?
That's the real question. Where are they?
Yes, lady, read that and tell me what you think. Kirby just said, I can't even remember how old I am half the time. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for the follow, Kirby. I see that now.
Yeah, guys, subscribe to Mark. Have a good time.
I remember how old I am just by looking at the year.
Okay.
It's 2023 and I'm 23.
Well, thank you, Lee.
Yeah, Kirby last year I started chatting more, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Silver 30. The Night Wolf. What's that?
I'm trying to think. How old was I when I first started? 30 on the stream. Crazy.
Well, what are you 35 now?
Huh? I don't even know how old I am. I'm 30, 36. No, 35 still.
Okay, yeah. Silver the Night Wolf said I'm 22. All right, Silver, cool. Otney says exactly. Younger streamers usually act more like rascals and show unstable emotions. With Paul, it's just crash controllers. We can take it. Unstable emotions. The last 4 years, I've had some emotional events happen in my life. You guys have been awesome.
You've definitely not had a boring few years. That's one word for it.
And here I am changing things up again here next on Friday. So this is great. So guys, we got off on a massive tangent, but Steph's out right now, so it's not like she's
she's getting big wieners.
Yes, and Lady said probably more meat than I ever had. Oh my gosh. So Lee, I don't know if you've seen my Donair or Mark, my Donair Avenue review. I got a Donair. It's a Canadian delicacy. It's incredible. I got the extra large, man. It had to be 7+ pounds. It really did.
X-rated.
You're okay with posting that on Twitch, aren't you?
I already did it. It's no big deal. I'm trying to find that game for you to. I'm trying to find that game for you, Paul. Stay tuned. All right, what game is it? I'm so sorry, lady.
Resident Evil is a game that Paul likes.
Oh, dumb series. I'll play almost anything, really, or give for the most part some stuff a go. For the most part.
Man, how can this be on Twitch? Wild.
How come what be on Twitch?
No, it's just there's a channel that's recommended to me, and it's wild.
I'm trying to find. You seen a new Telltale game, Expanse? It's in my wish list. I want Expanse, but it's $50 right now. I'm working on it.
I can't believe people are giving it awful reviews because it's episodic.
My birthday's on November 16th. All right, Silver. Big Casino says newish. I mean, yeah. So there's several of those. Like anything Telltale puts out, I'm gonna get it. Excuse me, and I can't wait. I love this series. I love everything they put out, and I love narrative, story-driven games. I really do. I like getting caught up in them as much as I really do. So Lady is finding a game, a horror game. I don't know why, Lady. Why would you want to send me a horror game?
Yeah, so look at all the negative reviews from Expanse of people who don't understand how episodic games work. 1 star. First episode complete in 40 minutes and there isn't any more. Where's the rest of the content? Only the first episode available? You know, there's like 8 1-star reviews of people just putting that.
It's been like that for years, though. That's the thing. Come on, people. I remember I played the very first Walking Dead Telltale game, and you didn't just buy the game and then wait. I had to buy the first episode. Then I bought the second episode. Then I bought that's what you had to do until they're like, all right, you can buy the whole thing and then wait for the game to come out, and you just get it at that point.
And then they bought the 30 days. Was it the 30 days DLC?
Oh,
where
right,
they had
40
people
days,
in the
I
truck.
think,
40 days. Because there's one where you're convicts in a truck just as the things happening, and you know you're in a car at night time, and it's mini stories. And even that I loved. If I could get any more Walking Dead Telltale, I snapped it up at the time because it was so good.
100%. And the hype of The Walking Dead when it was to introduce Lee and Clem, 2 of probably the best characters in all of the Walking Dead universe, better than Rick, better than Michonne, better than Daryl. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, so I think Lee and Clem are 10 times better than all of them. Gaz, good to see you, buddy. Giggity Gaz.
I'm just that good.
Yes, yeah, Lee, it's you. Not played in it. Which one? The Walking Dead, Gaz? A to Z?
Very good.
Oh my gosh, you got to.
And you feel a connection with the characters.
Yeah, especially.
And it's storyboardy. Yeah. Like the first time you go in Clem's house and she's in the tree house. You know, and then her minder comes and attacks you.
Gaz has not played it. Gaz, that was the first game that ever made me cry. Was The Walking Dead the first?
Such a good game.
How odd is that? A Walking Dead zombie game made me cry. I'm a big emotional baby.
Really good
anyways.
Atmospheric and music as well, didn't it?
The music, yeah. The music is awesome. It's so good.
It's like guitar backgrounds and things, isn't it? You know, soft. Really good. Fantastic games.
Amazing. Oh, I gotta get the Expanse. I gotta get the new Star Trek game. I gotta get those games. Those are
Resurgence is really good.
Yep. All right. Is there anything else, guys? It's 10:47. We were pretty much done at like 10 o'clock, and here we are for another 42 minutes. I apologize for everybody who is still watching, or they have, they're going to watch the VOD. I'm so sorry. We just kind of
have you seen the issues that F1 Manager 23 is having on Xbox Series S?
You were talking about it. I haven't seen any issues. What are they?
So F1 Manager 23 is overheating Xbox Series S's.
Right, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, so people are playing it, and the console's shutting down because it's overheating. And apparently that's something that was happening in F1 22 until they released a patch. Because there's something happening in the game that causes it to use many more resources of the Series S. And they hadn't fixed it for F1 23 because they ported the same code over. So now they're going to have to do another patch for this game. But people are really irritated with that. Because you imagine you're doing a 40-minute race. Boom, your console shuts off and you have to do that race again.
Yeah.
And now you've got the added pressure of the race and knowing that your console could turn off at any time.
What's even worse, imagine playing an F1 game. That's even worse than anything. Gaz just said he's going to stick
me
to
in the
Fortnite.
slightest.
Fortnite.
Ugh.
Do people still play Fortnite?
Yeah.
If they've got nothing better to do, I suppose.
I don't hear anything about Fortnite other than sometimes Isaac brings up when I find out what it's called on message. Yeah, do it, lady. Hook a brother up. Send it my way. Lady. So yeah, that's insane that's happening. I don't understand that.
Sniper Elite 5 released its final DLC a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if I told you. So Sniper Elite always has an extra story to go with the game that's released in, DLC episodes. And they released the final one, which is actually pretty cool. I know you're not a huge fan of Sniper Elite, but
No, it's
it's
okay.
a series that is beloved by people.
It's totally all right. It's fine.
And that's about it for cool stuff that I've seen.
Cool. Mark, anything for you?
No, it was great. I had a good time today.
Heck yeah!
You dragged me out of bed, and I love it.
Well, dude, if you're gonna message the podcast on here as Jim Ryan, also as Ultimate Hater 87, you must hop on here and chat, man, and have a good time. Lee, anything from you?
No, I'm good.
All right, we will get the movie podcast going, guys. We really will. We'll get that going, and if we do the gaming one, then movie one, we can do that. I just need a format that works. Give me a couple weeks. So this week I got to get out of the way, of course. Then next week, let me feel things out for next week, as everything is going to be changing on my channel and stuff. But I'll be streaming later, unfortunately. So I know most of you are fine, except for Old Man Mucklin here. Paul, I'm tired. Now, I do want to say, just because I'll be streaming an hour later, it's just 1 hour-ish. People don't have to leave. Oh, well, I can't just attend anymore because they just did that last time to me last year. Bunch of people left because I streamed 2 hours later. Like, come on. I'm still.
Yeah, it's so inconvenient.
Yeah, well, I streamed what, 12:30 until 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's what I did every day. Time changed from 2 o'clock until 5:30, 6 o'clock, and people are like, "Oh, well, he's streaming 2 hours later. I can't join." Well, I'm still streaming those hours.
No one did that.
I mean, James, you won't be showing up because you'll be heading to bed. Like,
well, I'll be here, but I probably won't be playing.
Oh my god!
Because I can happily lay in my bed and watch, Paul's stream.
And go little nights. Get your beauty sleep. So the only
you laugh, but I have done that before.
Oh, I know.
And then you've woken me up when you've gone, oh yeah, before.
Oh, what? Whoa. The only really big change will be Fridays. I'm not sure how I could pull gears, but I will be using my PTO time as well, to, like 2 hours here or there, or whatever. It's almost 3 p.m. here. Silver, where are you at? If you don't mind me asking, are you in Germany? I'll use
a Brit.
I'm sorry.
He must be a Brit. It's nearly 3 o'clock for us Brits.
Oh yes. Kirby says, I will probably be more so. It works better for me because of my work schedule. All right, well, Kirby and I will be tag teaming then. I'm in the UK. All right, Silver. So, Silver, you probably heard me take a bunch of cheap shots at the UK people. Don't take any offense to it.
No way.
Don't take any offense to it, please. At all. Don't take offense to it. Just laugh it off. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Just laugh it off. It's just a thing. That's it.
Just a thing.
Just a thing.
Just a thing.
Oh, James, why? They're all wonderful. You don't choose either or. They're all wonderful. It's the points of interest that are even better for me. I'm just saying.
Points of interest.
Paul, I'm gonna send you something on Discord, and it's
separate
wild.
to what Paul was just talking about.
Yeah, I was like,
it's actually pretty related, to be honest. And it's just, why is this on Twitch? It's wild.
Oh, is she body painting?
No.
Oh, commercial.
It's just. Oh no.
So what is it? Black tape TV. So they're just taping her nakedness with tape?
I mean, currently, yeah. But normally they're just, it's like a model thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just.
Is this what you watch on Twitch when Paul's not streaming?
Now it's going to show up on me. That's going to be recommended to me. Oh, that's great.
You still haven't hung up that thing, Paul.
I'm sorry?
Have you still got that McDonald's bag in the corner full of garbage?
It's not garbage.
I thought it was full of garbage.
No, they're all the McDonald's toys. There's a Happy Meal box here, and then there's the bag full of the Mario Kart toys, or Mario movie toys. And then, of course, I got the whole display that they gave me.
I know, and you haven't put it up yet.
Where am I going to put it?
That would look awesome in the wall in the arcade downstairs.
Once we get that all set up.
Because what you need in that arcade is more things on the wall.
What the heck did you
To
send
make
me?
it look more arcadey.
Why would you send me this? I have no issues with it. I'm just saying, but like, why would you send that to me?
But it's just, how is this
Holy.
allowed to be on Twitch?
I don't know.
Wild.
I don't even know. All right, boys. Anything else before I let you go?
Nah.
All right.
If you want to laugh, give that McPixel game a go.
Okay.
No, even if you play it for 5 minutes, you'll have a laugh.
A laugh, yes.
A laugh.
A laugh.
A laugh. McPixel. Mark, what you got going on there?
What do I got going on? I am setting up my stream. Streamlabs crashed on me, and I had to restart everything.
Streamlabs?
Oh, man.
Normal OBS Studio, sir.
It's got nothing to do with Elgato, right?
Did Gaz suggest Streamlabs OBS?
No. I don't know what Gaz uses or anything like that. Gaz has helped me out with some of the Elgato stuff, but no, he didn't do anything with that.
Big Casino says, just looked on Facebook and there's a Fortnite Best of Lobby vinyl LP.
Oh, no.
Have you guys played 8-Ball Pool on phone? I have not. No, Silver. I'm sorry.
No.
I only play one phone game, and that's Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. That's it.
Yeah, he spent $1,000 on it.
Over the last 6 years? Probably close to it.
Oh, I was being generous there, exaggerating.
Yeah, Kirby just said use OBS Studio. No, yeah, I don't know. I would say over 6 years, possibly. I don't think so, though, but I don't know. I haven't spent anything in the last couple years, though. But I thoroughly enjoy. It's a routine for me. It's dailies. I do it every single day. Part of a guild, everything. Streamlabs is garbage and too much power consumption for streaming and keeping it stable. Ooh. To Kirby, you listen. Mark's just tuning us out now. He's going to Jim Ryan it here in a second.
I am looking.
He's going to use the wrong account again.
No. I'm using. It is the Jim Ryan account. Yes,
there it is. All right. Last words. Hey, what are we playing this week? Mark, are you off anytime this week?
Might be off Tuesday, but I'll probably be out fishing.
Okay, no, that's good. All right, James, what are you available this week?
Tomorrow. What do you fancy playing, Paul?
Whatever. Lee, what are you available this week?
I think every day other than Tuesday.
Okay.
Paul, pick a game for us to play tomorrow. That's your mission, should you choose to accept it.
What? I depend on you guys for the content.
I depend on you.
For entertainment.
Just
Kirby, what are you available this week? Oh, Mark, what are you saying?
I will say that I never thought that Warzone would be part of your rotation of games again.
It is, and we will do it. I just need Lee to buy the game.
I never thought I'd get roped into it.
Yeah, I just need you to buy Modern Warfare 2. That's it.
Now we just need James in there.
Yeah, we do.
It's free.
What don't like
That's
PvP.
not my jam.
It's not my jam. It's not my jelly. Party for Mario. Oh, okay. Mario Party?
Party for Mario.
I'm just seeing if Kirby's available this week, and we'll set up a Call of Duty stream this week, but
because this will be your last week of, streaming.
No.
Your regular times
Yes.
and
It's not doomsday, guys. It's okay. Don't spread that out there. I've already lost a bunch of people last year. It's not doomsday. Things are just changing.
But you might not want to stream in this new job. You might be like, sod these guys.
I've already
sod the Brits.
I'll
chat with them on Facebook now and again.
I can't really tell you until the night before. Darn you, Kirby. All right, no worries.
Paul streaming. It's getting an update next week. The patch notes aren't that good, but it's we're still going to be playing the Pharaoh game.
Yeah, I just got to work.
He hasn't been listening to community feedback. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's right. I need to hire somebody. James is right. Paul should pick the game. Otney, you quit that. You stop it. Stop. Otney, your job is to side with me, no matter what. No matter what. We're the older dudes. You side with me.
We could always play Roblox tomorrow if you want, Paul. Nope. If you're not going to pick a game.
Isaac would love that, to be honest.
Drift.
No.
You remember that game.
All right, I'm rocking out of here. We're just rambling now. We're 2 hours into it. It's the longest one we've done, the podcast. It's not even a podcast anymore. It's just a chat. So
we've got big wieners on the way.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to fry those MRFers up. Hold on, Steph just sent me another text. Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Get them. It is... I don't even know where she's seen this.
The anticipation. What is it?
Mario Oreos.
Mario Oreos. Oreos are gross, but that looks cool.
Double stuffed Oreos?
Oh, I hate Oreos.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's a British thing. Okay, no, it's a British thing. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Everyone pulls the Paul face when I say I don't like Oreos.
I don't like them. When you two agree, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. It's irrelevant.
Oh, I'll just shut up next time.
That's the whole thing. It is 100% irrelevant. So double stuffed. Oh, she says on it. Oh, she's got them in the cart. Yeah. So I'll tell you this: as a morbidly obese fat man, you get double stuffed Oreos. You take one top off, set it down. You grab the other double stuffed cookie, take that top off, set down there, and then you take the two double stuffs and stuff them together. There you have a double stuffed. Face, neck, and chest. That.
How's the diet going, Paul?
Great, dude. I'm still a fat bastard. That's how great the diet's going.
Steph's an enabler.
What's this, Lee?
Steph's an enabler.
It's all good.
Why do I have to perform surgery on my snacks?
Is this a riddle?
I thought it was a joke.
No, it's just why like, take the top off that Oreo, put it on that one. It's like, why do I have to do that?
Mark, do you want to answer this? Do you want to take this one away?
What it is.
See, I take it to the next level.
No.
Then I, batter it up. Then I deep fry it. Then I put some powdered sugar on top of that. So that's
the Scottish way of doing it.
Oreo.
I've never done that. I've never done that.
That's the Scottish way of doing it.
You have to get your arteries and wring them out every 6 months or something.
You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, it's stuffing. It's the cream filled, the stuffing. If you can add double, triple. They also have gigantic Oreos, which is super stuffed or whatever. It's incredible.
And before you eat any of that kind of stuff, make sure you call the ambulance first.
Never. Listen, you die happy. Did someone mention Elgato? They did not guess. Only in a negative connotation, I guess. Only in a negative connotation. I was in the kitchen.
How are you getting on with limiting your black gold intake?
I haven't had any today, so I'll go fill this up with my 1 liter that's sitting in the fridge. And then when Becky and them come over, they'll bring a couple 2 liters, and I'll probably have a bunch of that. Yeah. Should try a battered Mars.
And then he'll inject the rest into his bloodstream. And then...
Yeah.
His bloodstream is black gold.
Flaming hot Cheetos dipped in vanilla frosting is delicious. No, it's not, Kirby.
Whoa.
No, it's not.
That's a stretch right there for me.
Yeah, that is a stretch. Stop it, Kirby.
Just got a shout out for some chip butties. They are so nice. Just get a bread roll, put some chips in. Delicious. Oh. Lee's with me on that one.
I am, yeah.
When I die, I want the corner to, cut me open, and I want the whole room to smell like potato wedges. This guy knew how to live.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Welcome to the Gamers Pass podcast.
Yeah, the Gamers Pass podcast, where we chat everything food.
Do you know what happened to Henry VIII's body after he died? He was King of England in 1536.
Buried.
Do you know this, Lee? Did you learn it in school?
I might not. I know of Henry VIII, and I know, divorced beheaded died, divorced beheaded survived.
Yeah, he cut the heads off most of his wives. But anyway, he was so fat because he ate so much that after he died, they took his body on like a funeral barge, and his body literally exploded because it was so full and so gassy that it exploded out of his coffin. And there were just bits of him everywhere.
And you guys,
that's not what you want to happen.
And you guys believe this?
It's true. It's taught in our schools.
How's it true?
Well, I wasn't there in 1536.
Exactly. Nonsense. You can't tell me when somebody dies, he's just like, kapow! Because they're
so full of food, gas, and syphilis as well. So, yes, his body exploded on the funeral barge.
James, have you ever heard of something called Horrible Histories?
Yes, I have.
Good stuff.
Some interesting stuff on there. I mean, when this happened, Canada hadn't even been established. It was just swampy wilderness.
Yeah, it was just you guys killing each other over Jesus. That basically is what it was.
You're telling me that doesn't still happen?
It still does. I'm just saying, you guys originated that. You guys are the OG killers of...
Don't bring Sky Daddy into this.
Because all of this happened before, like, you guys were founded.
By a Brit, by the way.
I'm not arguing that. It's okay. I'm just saying, you guys founded Canada, and then we were like, okay, Neanderthals, let's take it to the next level, where you guys are like, Neanderthals.
You originated from us.
2023, Neanderthal. We evolved to greatness.
From us.
Exactly. But we evolved to greatness, where you guys are still bottom feeders. Oh, see, this is Silver. Don't take offense to what I'm saying. I'm just teasing, trying to get these guys going. Okay, just leaving service.
Before Paul, finishes his streams on Friday, before he moves on to his new ventures, we've got to instill the British ways into him. Before he ends it for good.
It's not going to happen. That's what we got to do. Morning, so I'm going to head out. All right, see you, Curvy. Have a great day, girl. I got it. Lady found that game. We've been sitting here for at least 45 minutes waiting for you to find that game. Lady. But I will definitely, I'd try different stuff. What'd she say? We tried the potatoes, bangers and mash. She made that. It's called Surrounded horror game.
Surrounded. Yes. PC only.
Let's see. Surrounded.
No idea.
Horror. Lady. Surrounded is an up to 6-player cooperative horror game where you will encounter a lot of different variations of paranormal activities. Okay. Huh.
No, not on Xbox.
No, I think it's just Steam right now.
You and Curvy could give it a go. Curvy could be your new Crystal. Play these horror games together.
There's only one Crystal. Paul will crap his pants for sure. Never. There's no, trust me, listen, there's not too many people that could possibly hang and stream and intertwine perfectly with a guy like me and my personality, and Crystal was able to do it. That's it. And I don't know if there's anyone else that could, because usually I'm so mouthy, right? And chat with everybody.
She's on a lot of medication, so.
Yeah, that's probably because of hanging out with me, but it's scary for real, all first person. All right.
Yeah, and you'd essentially stop streaming because you'd just be going on stream loot, getting a card for Crystal to do, and then you'd just be watching her stream.
Sure. It was fun. We had a great time. Yeah. It was an awesome time. It was a good point. We moved on, and I didn't.
Have you moved on? Have you really moved on?
I certainly have. I haven't streamed with her in a long time. Yeah, crickets. Okay, that was the last statement. It was like, all right, we're done. We're all done. So, but yeah, anybody is more than welcome to play with me, hang out with me. There it is. And Mark's looking around. What? Is there a cricket in
here?
Something I clicked on.
All right, gentlemen, is there anything else? Final words. Steph's just leaving Sobeys now. Just going to Tim Hortons.
No, enjoy your meat. And your Oreos. Preferably not together.
I've enjoyed my meat for many years. And the Oreos I've enjoyed for many years as well. So...
don't get those mixed up.
Whatever. Whatever. Lee, you just wait. Wait until you finally get to touch a booby. You'll be very excited and life will be wonderful. You'll experiment. All right, I'm out of here. Oh my gosh. So, all right, here we go. James, where can they find you in all your South shows?
I'll be hanging out in Paul's chat. All you got to do is pop in, say, James, can I have a joke? And you'll get a free joke. That's reason enough to tune in.
True story. Silver, thank you so much. All
Hey.
right, Mark, where can they find you in all your socials? See you later, guys. Thank you, dude.
All right, you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, all Ultimate Hater 87.
And are you going live soon, sir?
Yes, and I will be going live when the podcast ends. So probably in the next 15, 20 minutes, I will be live this morning playing some Phasmophobia.
There you go. He's going live. Ultimate Hater 87 on YouTube and Twitch. He'll be streaming on both. Feel free to see him there. Silver Knight says, I have a joke. Lee, where can they find you in all your socials?
You can find me Twitch, YouTube for Lee Everett or the Lee Everett, Threads, Instagram, even though they're pretty much the same thing. Discord, it's all Lee Everett or the Lee Everett. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's so painful getting you to say that stuff. It's wonderful.
Oh yeah,
I love
it's, I hate it every time.
I know, and I love it every time. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. This was one of the weirdest podcasts we've ever done. It was fun, and I thoroughly enjoy hanging out and chatting with you. If any of you guys would like to join us, feel free to let me know. I would love to have you. Have a good time, chat, and just do whatever. All right, so as for James, as for Mark, and as for Lee, what sort of car does an egg drive?
I don't know. What sort of car does an egg drive?
I don't know.
Definitely
Scrambled, poached, boiled, fried.
Boiled car.
I don't know. Depends if it's been
Oh,
sitting
that's a
out in the
punchline.
sun.
We need it.
Silver's from the UK, I'm just saying.
I'll tell you, my sister bet me that I couldn't make a car out of spaghetti. But you should have seen the look on her face when I drove past her.
The thing, a
Volkswagen.
Yeah, it says Volkswagen. Crickets, anyone? So, all right, a Volkswagen. My name is Paul. You guys take care. Oh my gosh. Oh, and lady, eggs don't drive cars, bro. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for hanging, chatting, chilling. All you wonderful people on YouTube land and Twitch land. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh
my gosh. This was wild.
Yeah,
no, you all had a nice swim.
Yeah, what do you guys got planned for today?
Sorting my room out. Well, rooms out.
What?
So I'm sorting out chests of drawers, cupboards for when Mooney next comes over. I want her to have places to put all her stuff.
Yeah, you do. And you already bathed your lizards, so.
Well, she's got a whole section in a closet now. She's got 3 chests of drawers for her stuff. She's got a little side cabinet for bits and bobs. I'm just organised. I had so much crap that I've never bothered to sort through or sort out. And it's kind of an incentive now to get things sorted out. Like you, I'm a bit, single track minded. When I think I need to sort this out, I'll just do it, regardless of if I need to do it then and there or not. I can't rest till I've done it.
Wow. Lee, how about you?
I'm going to check to see if I do actually have Modern Warfare 2.
Check it out.
Well, it's
you're
upstairs.
not here for the X. Okay.
Yeah. And then, depending on that, I'll either play a bit of Warzone or Diablo.
Okay.
I'm kind of feeling Warzone at the moment.
And Mark, you're going to be doing the stream. How long are you streaming for?
For Phasmo, I don't know, probably an hour or two. See how that one goes, because that's one of those games where if you're not playing with people, sometimes it can get a little bit boring. I could jump in like a multiplayer map, but a lot of times people just get kicked, and you got some trolling people in there, and every once in a while I'm a good enough player where I can start trolling people and stuff like that. It's funny. I'll kind of like set them up, have the ghosts start hunting them, and while I'm running away hiding in the closet.
That's cool. It's been a long time since I played Phasmophobia, though.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Like you will enjoy it with the Xbox controller. I will say that it is completely different.
This controller is so cool.
Yes, it is.
Is there an actual date for when it's coming out on console? The Phasmophobia.
No,
I can't see it in coming soon.
I follow a guy that plays Phasmophobia. He streams it. His name is Ensign. He knows the developers, and he plays with the developers, and he's been going on this about weeks now, how busy the developers are trying to shift it into the console. So they said this month, so hopefully it is soon.
So it's going to be early access release. So you got to work through the bugs and all that stuff. So it should be all right, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, there's still some bugs in the regular Phasmophobia, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But the things like Friday the 13th always had bugs, but we loved it for it.
Yeah, exactly.